Good morning to N. We meet yet again here in the screen, okay? Today is Wednesday, the 1st of April of the year 2020. Since it's April, it's a new month, our short date is going to change a little bit, okay? It is the first day of the 4th month of the year 2020, okay? And today for English, we are going to be connecting adjectives, okay? Connecting adjectives. I hope you remember what adjectives are. Okay? We do use them quite a bit in class and we talk about them all the time, all right? So I hope you can remember as we watch the rest of The Snail and the Whale by Julia Donaldson, okay? Yesterday, we stopped watching when they were in a very scary thunderstorm, okay? Let's see what happens today. And I want you to think of different adjectives that you can use to describe the snail and the whale while you're watching, okay? Let's see if we can find the thunderstorm. Enjoy!
And she gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all. And she said to the whale, "I feel so small." But then came the day the whale lost his way. These are the speedboats running a race, singing and zooming all over the place. Upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. This is the tide.
It's slipping away.
And this is the whale lying beached in a bay. Quick! Off the sand! Back to sea! Cried the snail.
I can't move on land. I'm too big.
Moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then, I've got it, she cried, and started to crawl. I must not fail, said the tiny snail. The bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play.
Oh my goodness, I wonder what is going to happen to the poor whale. And the snail, I must say, is a very brave snail, okay? Now, remember all of those things in the video that you just watched about the snail and the whale. Tomorrow we will finish it, hopefully. Ooh, not gonna start it now, okay? But for now, what we're going to do is take all those ideas from what we just watched, and we are going to be looking at Miss Carolina here in cartoon, all in her purple outfit, okay? And today she is going to ask about the whale, okay? How can we describe the whale? Can you describe a whale? And maybe some answers from little Maya B over here, still smiling, could be huge, long, and friendly. These are adjectives, okay? Adjectives are describing words used to describe animals, maybe people, okay? Objects, like the table, the markers, and places, okay? So adjectives are the describing words. They tell us how something looks, feels, or is, okay? Very good. So now we have 3 adjectives to describe the whale, okay? If we have these, there's so many adjectives. How can we go ahead? We have long, friendly, and huge, okay? So long, friendly, which is nice, and huge. It's a different word for big, okay? There's so many adjectives that I wonder, can we say them all in one sentence? Well, let me show you. If we use commas, you can use as many adjectives as you want, okay? But for us today, we will just be trying to use 3 adjectives in each sentence, okay? Our sentence is going to start with the subject of the sentence, which is the noun, which is the person or the animal that we're talking about. Long, friendly, huge. It's the whale, okay? We are talking about the whale. So our sentence is going to start with the whale, okay? When we use adjectives, we always use the verb to be, is or are, okay? Since the whale is one, we use is, okay? The whale is huge, long, friendly. But here's where we need to add some things to make it a good sentence, okay? We need to add the word and, the and that we used yesterday to be able to connect, okay? And we need here a comma, okay? A comma is a little bit like a full stop, but it always goes in the middle of a sentence to separate ideas or adjectives, okay? So here, if we have 3 adjectives, let's show you with this. Okay, we have 3 adjectives. We have 1, 2, and we have 3, okay? These 3 adjectives are all describing the whale, right? Okay, it's perfectly fine to use as many adjectives as you want in a sentence, but you have to remember to always use a comma, okay? Our friend, the comma, all right? Now, we have 1 adjective here. We have 1 adjective here. Because we have the 3rd one here, we're not going to use a comma, but instead we're going to be using the word and, okay? The whale is huge, comma, long, and friendly, full stop, okay? I hope that makes sense. Let's see if we can do it with our friend, the snail, okay? Let's think of some adjectives. How can you describe a snail? Tiny, brown, slimy, okay? It's tiny, tiny means small. Brown is the color. And slimy, what is that word slimy? If you think of a snail, it looks almost wet on the outside, right? It looks wet. And maybe when you go to touch it, you get a little slimy, a little sticky, okay? That is slimy, okay? So if we make a sentence, there's so many adjectives again. We have tiny, brown, and slimy. Can we say it all in one sentence? I think we can. Let's try it with the snail, okay? Let's connect them. The snail is tiny, brown, slimy. We use the 3 adjectives right there that we have at the bottom, right? We have tiny, brown, and slimy. What do we need to add in order to make it a complete sentence now? We need to go ahead and add the word and before the last adjective and a comma to separate the 2 adjectives, okay? So we have the snail is tiny, comma, brown, and slimy, full stop, okay? All right, I know it's very easy peasy, so your task for today is going to be practicing all of that fun stuff with the sentences. I am going to show you the snail and the whale word mat, You have different adjectives here that you can choose, okay? So if you need to think of something different, you may use this mat to think of different parts of the body or different adjectives that will help you, okay? Here for size, we have big, we have little, small, large, gigantic, tiny, humongous, long, short, thick, and thin, okay? You can use any of these to describe the snail and the whale, okay? Their characteristics is how they are, okay? Are they fast? Are they slow? Are they helpful? Brainy. Brainy means smart. Are they friendly and kind, okay? And their emotions. This is very important because we saw so many emotions in the video today. They were jolly and they were were they angry? Not really. They were sad. They were excited. They were scared. A little bit shy, quiet, and worried, okay? And here are just the different colors that you can also use, okay? Well done. Here are the different body parts to the two animals that we are working up with today, okay? So your task is to use this word mat, and you will need a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're gonna write 2 sentences to describe the whale. You can use them by saying the whale is or the whale has if you're talking about their body parts, okay? And you can write 2 sentences to describe the snail. Again, the snail is or the snail has, okay? Remember to use 3 adjectives in each sentence. Use commas and in your sentences. Take a picture and send it to me on Dojo. You do not need to print this. If you want, you can look at it. If you want to print, that's fine as well. It is completely up to you, okay? When you write your sentences, make sure that you finish and you check them by using capital letters, full stops, finger space, neat handwriting, and 3 adjectives in each sentence. Use a comma to separate 2 adjectives, and use and to separate that last one, okay? All right, have a great day. I'm here if you have any questions. I will see you later.